What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Fitz. How you doing? Hope you have a fantastic day. And I think I've discovered a secret / exploit, basically allowing you to win more games and go higher in the MMR when you go 4-1, when you go 3-2, or even 5-0. That I think that some of the big PvPers are not telling us. There's been a little bit of discussion around the internet, people have been talking about it, but I'm going to expose it here right now. So as you can see here, I'm 4-0 right now. What I have been doing is searching for people that have a higher MMR than me when you get paired up. If they are lower, you simply force close the game, rinse, repeat. So as you can see here, I'm 4-0. Before this set, I went 3 sets before this. I went 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, and this is a 4-1 set. So I'm trying to go 5-0. And again, it's the MMR, because the game, let me pause this for a second. The game is trying to get you to be about 50-50, or have you steadily, slowly climbing. Because if you lose against someone with a higher MMR than you, you don't lose as many points. But if you lose to someone with a lower MMR than you lose more points. Same thing goes for winning. You win somebody that's lower than you don't get as many points. You beat somebody that's higher than you get more points. Therefore, just simply searching for people with a higher MMR will benefit you not only if you lose, but when you win as well. So let's go ahead and give this a try here. I search for a battle, and right away, the first opponent that pops up has a lower MMR than me. So I simply force close the game, literally just hit back. I have a Samsung. I hit open up all apps, I force close it, and I restart the game. So I go back to the PvP, rinse, repeat. The team I am running at the moment is Azumarill with Tropius and Stunfisk. Again, someone that's lower than me. I restart the game, rinse, repeat until I finally find someone that has a higher MMR than me. Kanto Cowboy, boom. Now, I do believe I actually have an opportunity to win this battle. It's a very neutral, heavy battle, which is what you want, to be honest. You don't want any super effective. Like, this is a pretty good neutral battle. This isn't bad. I faced a Swampert earlier in this set that had Earthquake. I did fear that this one had Sludge Wave, and you'll see soon enough which one it had. But this is a decent battle nonetheless. Swampert would win in this case if it had Sludge Wave. It's very, very menacing move. And of course we both start off with 2 shields. So they actually take that one because here it comes. The Sludge Wave. And I just had a feeling that it was coming. It was going to be a Sludge Wave. That would pretty much one-hit KO me. I'm actually pretty sure it would. So I went ahead to decide to go ahead and farm this Swampert out. And I will say I was afraid that there would be an Altaria in the back. I can't remember if there ends up being one. But I was afraid that there would be an Altaria in the back. Because it is a very common Pokemon that you come across in Go Battle League. So here I am farming the bubbles up. One more! He was literally tapping on Sludge Wave. He could have one-hit KO'd me. Next up is Tropius, and this is where things get interesting because they have 2 shields, so I'm like, well, I farmed up a lot of energy, use an Ice Beam, no problem. I have a Tropius as well with Air Slash, as opposed to Razor Leaf. Now I actually go ahead and burn another shield here, so we're kind of even, right? He doesn't want to take an Ice Beam, and that's fine. So I switched to Tropius. No problems here. And I believe... Oh, he switches into Skarmory. So this is where things get a little bit interesting. Tropius with the Razor Leaf is going to be the problem, as you can see. It does super effective damage against Azumarill, and it does super effective damage against Stunfisk. Stunfisk is actually the Pokemon to be able to defeat Skarmory in this situation, but I have my timer at the bottom there because I just switched out instead of keeping Azumarill in. Because my thought process was, I don't know what their third Pokemon is. Maybe a Azumarill with an Ice Beam needs to happen. So I wanted to save it. I think if I didn't save the Azumarill and just went ahead with it, that I would be okay. And guys, the over-tapping is ridiculous. Like, I'm not tapping 100 miles an hour. Thank goodness Niantic has actually fixed it in the latest update coming very soon. Because you saw I was clicking on their Aerial Ace a lot. So here's Stunfisk. I was like, I can farm this out a little bit, right? But the thing is Discharge just doesn't do enough damage to Tropius, and it has Razor Leaf. So long story short, I end up losing this battle. Tropius with Razor Leaf was the MVP in this one for sure. Well fought battle. I thought that was a lot more. It wasn't really one-sided. It was a lot more neutral in my case. They did have a team that was pretty strong though. I could have won. I should have maybe made some different decisions, but we'll go ahead and move on to the next talking point. So here I am starting a new set. Set 5. Remember, I went 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, and then 4-1. So I'm like, well, let's start a new set, right? Just to see if this works. Right away, this person is lower than me. So we go ahead and force close the game, and we try this all over again. I'm telling you guys, this is the way to do it. Especially if you're trying to not lose as much MMR, but in my case, gain as much MMR, and I haven't been losing any sets. Now, one thing I will say to make this work perfectly, make sure they're higher than you or even with you, because I've had some even matchups where they're the same MMR, and I've done fairly well. I win most of the games. This was the very first time that Vigoroth absolutely destroyed me. Vigoroth is a really good Pokemon to use, guys. If you haven't tested it, definitely test it out. It's a very strong Pokemon. Its attack stat is extremely high. I do believe I do end up losing this one. This is another one that I could have eventually won. They switched to Azumarill. I end up losing this fight. I go into Stunfisk here. It does some pretty solid damage with Discharge. But man, I tell you what, this Vigoroth is a monster. It ends up being the thing that ends up killing me. Especially no shields. That body slam hurts so much, guys. It hurts so much. And then all I have left is Azumarill that ends up tanking. So, there's just proof that, you know, even doing this, you can lose. Absolutely. I mean, that's a given, right? But it's the outcome out of the 5 battles. So I started a new set, and I end up losing, right? It was looking pretty grim. I start the next set. Very hard counter. Azumarill was the lead, and then it was Meganium, and they had a very good team. I ended up losing. I'm down 0-2. So, I was down 0-2, right? And of course, all this happens when you're not recording. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, maybe I'll end up losing this set. I just won 4 sets in a row. Didn't think anything of it. And again, like I said, it's always when you're not recording. So, what did I end up doing? I ended up going 3-0 in my last battles, doing exactly what I've been telling you guys to do. Start and see if they have a higher MMR than you, and only battle. Here is proof. 5 sets for the day. I went 3-0 from my last 3 battles. That was the team. Is it a perfect team? No. Is it a classic team? Yes. A Zumi, a Mudboy, and a Grasser. Pretty common. So there you guys have it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have tried this. Let me know if it works, if it worked for you, just battling people with high MMR ratings, because I think this is a secret that people aren't telling us, especially the high top tier PvPers. This is their dirty little secret, because again, you don't lose as much MMR if you're losing against high opponents, and you're also gaining more MMR off higher opponents. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys think this helped. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, be a part of the Fitz City fam. That's the boy Fitz. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.